Hi fans, it's time again for another Connie Mack World Series update with Coach Carp. Game number 17 is what we're going to talk about first, because that is the first game that happened yesterday. This was a matchup featuring two Dallas, Texas teams, the Doolan Dodgers and D-Bat United, with a trip for the winner into Round 5, which is Championship Friday. D-Bat scored in the very first inning at the top of the first, but that's all they'd get, and then it was the Doolan Dodgers show, as the Doolan Dodgers scored 3 consecutive innings, 4 in the second, 4 in the third, and 3 in the fourth. D-Bat never could get things going, and the Doolan Dodgers eliminate D-Bat United by a final score of 11-1. Doolan advances into Championship Friday. The second elimination game played yesterday at Ricketts Park was game number 18, and it featured the Tulsa Sandlot taking on the Texas Longhorns. The Longhorns got on the board in 3 consecutive innings as they scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and added 3 more in the bottom of the third, as Tulsa Sandlot pitchers had a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone in that inning, and North Texas took advantage of it. Sandlot was only able to score one run through 3 innings, making it 6-1 after 3. Tulsa Sandlot got 2 runners on and no outs in the top half of the fourth, but could not get either one across, so the score stayed the same through 3.5 innings of play. Neither team scored in the fourth, so after 4 innings, it stayed a 6-1 ball game, with North Texas leading over the Tulsa Sandlot. The Longhorns added 1 in the bottom of the fifth to make it 7-1. Sandlot tried to make a comeback in the 7th, but in the end, the North Texas Longhorns outlast the Tulsa Sandlot by a score of 7-5. That eliminates Tulsa Sandlot from this year's Connie Mack World Series, and North Texas Longhorns move into Championship Friday. Game number 19 was a battle of 2 titans, and it lived up to everything anybody could ask for here at the Connie Mack World Series. It was Southern Cal Renegades taking on the Midland Redskins. Southern Cal, the visiting team, got a couple runners on in the very top of the first inning, but could not get anything across. In the bottom half of the inning, the Midland Redskins had 3 consecutive hits. They started with a triple and 2 doubles. However, in that inning, they were only able to score 1 run. And by the way, that 1 run, that's all they get the whole night. It wasn't until the third that California was able to get another run across. They tied it in the second, got another run in the third, and that made it a 2-1 ball game. Great pitching performances on both sides. In fact, in this game, there were less than 8 hits combined with both teams. The score of 2-1, with Southern Cal Renegades leading after 3, would hold all the way into the 7th. But the 7th inning in the bottom half would not get started without about a 15-minute delay. There was a ruling on a substitution, and they went all the way up to the tournament committee. The ruling was upheld of Southern California utilizing a pinch hitter for the pitcher, but the pitcher being able to re-enter the game, and so the pitcher was able to remain in the game, and that was Wyatt Madison. Wyatt Madison threw an amazing game for Southern Cal, but when he got into the 7th, he gave up a leadoff single. On the very next hitter, the hitter bunted and tried to move the runner over to second base. Initially, it looked like he was going to be successful. As the bunt was fielded, they threw down to first base. They hit the runner going down to first base. It deflected, and Southern California threw behind the runner that went to second base as he rounded too far, and they tagged him out. And again, more controversy. Midland appealed it. On the appeal, the call was upheld, so that was the first out of the inning. And then it was up to the relief pitcher, who came in and was able to shut down Midland with 1 out, got 2 outs on the next 2 hitters. And in a thriller, the Southern Cal Renegades beat the Midland Redskins by a score of 2-1. So Southern Cal will be the only undefeated team going into Championship Friday here in the Connie Mack World Series. So as we look for play on this Championship Friday, which could be the last day of the Connie Mack World Series, but only time will tell, at 12 o'clock it'll be the Midland Redskins taking on the Doolan Dodgers. that is an elimination game. The winner will remain alive and well in the Connie Mack World Series. And then at 4 o'clock, the Southern Cal Renegades, again the only undefeated team in this year's Connie Mack World Series, will take on the North Texas Longhorns. Now, it's hard to predict what might happen, but we can tell you that we will have 3 games today at 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and a potential championship game at 8 p.m. And I say potential because we don't know what happens in these other games. If Southern California gets beat, we'll have 3 teams. We'll have to have a bye. We'll absolutely then have an if game. If not, and Southern Cal wins, then we will have what will be slated as the championship game tonight at 8 o'clock at Ricketts Park. Now, just a reminder that if you have tickets or you've looked on other programs and brackets, the game times may say 1, 5:15, and 7:30, but the game times today here at Ricketts Park are at 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, with the championship game slated to start at 8 o'clock tonight. We hope you've enjoyed listening to the Connie Mack World Series. We hope that you've enjoyed all the recaps. But I'll tell you what, if you want to see great baseball, we saw it yesterday. We've seen it throughout the Connie Mack World Series. Come and watch these guys play, because there is not a greater show on earth than what's happening here, the Diamond on the Desert. That's Ricketts Park in Farmington, New Mexico. We'll see you at the ballpark. This has been Coach Carp with the Connie Mack World Series Update.